If you own a Freightliner or even thinking of purchasing a Freightliner in 2022, you need to see this video. Hi, I'm Robert Henderson from Henderson's Lineup in Super Seer. I'm with my friend Rob. And Rob, why would you take a perfectly new coach up here to see us at Henderson's Lineup?
You know, that's a good question. I had a few friends of mine ask me that same question. The reality is this. After buying my first motorhome and having the complaints that I had on the motorhome, it felt bouncy, it felt like it swayed too much. I didn't feel like I could control it 100%. You, God bless your heart, Rob, you were down in San Diego and came by my house. I won't promise that for all the viewers of this video, but he happened to be in the area. The circumstances worked out perfectly. He drove my coach and did what they call the RPA and made recommendations. At the time, because of my background, I had auto repair shops at the time. I ordered what I needed, I put it on, and I knew the exact spot on the freeway about 3 miles from my house that would put my head to the ceiling every single time I went over that bump. It went away, and it was like driving a completely different coach. Now, follow that all the way through. When I bought this coach, I sold that coach to a friend of mine who unfortunately had a blowout on the front left tire. Took him off the pavement. If you don't know this, most RVs that leave the pavement and go in the center medium end up disintegrating and going tail over end. It's a miracle of God that he kept that upright.
Okay, Rob, so I want to clear something up for the audience, because you said after we had worked on it, the gentleman who you sold the coach to had a blowout and went off the road. And you had great intentions to come up here and get the one safety product on there, and that was called the Safety Plus steering control.
Thank you for
that
reminding me.
would have kept your friend on the road with the coach. And I appreciate the fact that you came up here right away to get that part put on there. So the Safety Plus steering control, we got that on there. And we upgraded your front sway bar on this one, which is something we didn't do on your Alpine. But I remember we did the Coney shocks.
As well as the
motion controls.
Yeah, the motion controls, which is a tap into the airbags to control that airflow under steering conditions. Yes.
The Walmart Wobble.
The Walmart Wobble. I've never heard it called that before. That's really fitting, actually.
That's what we call it. You gotta be an RVer to appreciate
I love it.
Walmart when you're on those late night trips and you hit the Walmart. So Rob, you came a long ways up here to get your coach dialed in here. What advice would you give somebody else thinking about bringing their coach up here to Grants Pass, Oregon to get it dialed in, have the road performance assessment done?
That's a great question. I don't think that most people realize how these coaches are not necessarily made for safety. And I don't want to put anybody down. I don't want to give anybody a bad name, but I will tell you these are built for comfort, and they are comfort inside the coach, the living quarters. They aren't necessarily weighted correctly for safety. They aren't necessarily set up for proper steering. That's what I learned, and when I felt the difference on my last coach from before having the parts installed and after having the parts installed, it was literally like I had purchased a different vehicle. So what I would say is don't procrastinate. Take my word for it. If you are saying, I paid a lot of money for this and I just don't feel like I'm driving what I paid for, you need to come and visit Henderson's Lineup.
Well, Rob, thank you for coming up here and bringing your coach, having the confidence in us to come up here this far, and we really appreciate that. And for you out there, we would appreciate if you'd like and subscribe to our channel. And as always, we wish you safer and happier driving.